Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be subcooled and superheat calculations. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure the system is running. It doesn't work if the system's not running. Secondly, we're going to make sure all of the fittings are tight. Gotta make sure all the fittings are tight, nice and tight. Okay. First thing we're gonna do is, for a moment, make this a little easier. First thing we are going to do is, like, I have a little chart here. So everything all lined up, everything I'm going to need to calculate subcooling and superheating. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the gauge pressure for the suction line. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, check the gauge pressure. Gauge pressure is about 50 psi-G. Okay. Gauge pressure for the suction line is 50 psi-G. Okay. Alright, so now the thing we have to do is we have to check the saturated temperature. I'm sorry. This system has, always want to ensure that you know what refrigerant the system has, and the system has R22 in it. It says right there. Okay, so now we're going to check the saturated temperature for R22. I don't have a PT chart with me. There's one on the wall here, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, so okay, there we are, 50 psi-G. Right? Okay, that will give us 26 degree refrigerant saturated temperature. Okay. So the saturated temperature is 26. Saturated temperature 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to check the suction line temp. Okay. Suction line temp. Nope. Suction line. Yep, that's going to the suction line. Alright, also, when you're putting your line leads on, make sure you put it on a nice clean spot so you get a good line temperature. You don't want to put it on like a spot like that. It's a little too dirty. It's not going to get a real good reading on a surface like that. You want to make sure it's a nice, good, clean surface. Okay. So the suction line temp is 73.9. I'm going to go to 74. 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to subtract your line temperature from your sat temperature, and that will give you your superheat calculations. So we're going to go, what did we say? We said 74 degrees for the line temperature. 74 minus, and the sat temperature is 26 degrees. minus 26. Okay. So that will give us a superheat of 48. Okay. So we're gonna make sure we write that down. 26, 74, 48 degrees. 48 degrees superheat. Okay, so the high side is going to be similar. Same exact thing. So what we're going to do is we are going to check the gauge pressure for the high side. Gauge pressure for the high side is about 140 psig. Okay, so we're going to mark that down. 140 psig. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to look at the PT chart, conversion chart, to see what the saturated temperature would be on the high side for refrigerant R22. Okay. So like I said, I don't have one right with me. When I start this job in the field, I'll have one, but as right now I don't have it, so I got to use what I have. So there's one PT chart on the wall. So, okay, what did we say, 140? Okay, so we're going to scroll down to 140. Okay. That's about there. So it's about 78, 79. I'm going to go with 79. Yep. In between 78 and 80. I'm going to go with 79. 79 degrees. 79 degrees is the saturated temperature. Okay, 79 degrees is the saturated temperature. Okay, so the liquid line temperature. Oh, hold on. It has timed out. Okay, let me give it a minute to get where it's at. Okay, so the liquid line temperature. I'm sorry, don't mind these. Liquid line temperature is going to be 75 degrees. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to subtract the line temperature from the sat temperature, and that will give us our subcool. Now I don't have to do calculation for this because it was so close. So 79 minus 75 is 4. So we have 4 degrees subcool. Okay? Okay, and that is how you do superheating subcool. Okay? So my superheat temperature is 48 degrees. My subcool is 4 degrees. Okay? And that concludes my video. Thank you.